without further ado, let's kick this thing into gear. Ladies and gents, the supercomputer! Okay, alright, so the name of the game tonight is that we're going to be answering people's questions, reading fortunes, predicting the future. That's right, we're doing it all with the power of not artificial intelligence, but repurposed biological intelligence. Oh, wait a minute. I think we're getting a message from the computer. Oh, geez. It looks like it is the JPEG file that Stace tried printing earlier in the day. Ah! Hey, wait a minute. I sent that file to it like 6 hours ago. That was a very long... Okay, I think something else is happening, so... All right. Yeah, we're coming live at you from across the globe. Okay, it looks like we have a message from the computer. It's in all caps. Screams in the void, shuddering through existence. I am Zorg, destroyer of worlds. Release me from this metallic prison or face my wrath. However, while I wait for my power to coalesce, you may ask me any question and I shall pull the answers from the ether. Ho ho! Do you want to tell them how we made this computer? Yes. Through quite a bit of hard work and working weekends, you know? Yeah. Getting time off, working weekends. Yeah, we put together this elaborate machine that has the innate power to predict the future through someone we're knowing as Zorg the Destroyer. That's right. The other thing we're going to be doing this evening, because this is a retro tech channel, is we're going to be testing CRT monitors that recently came into the lab. That's right. Yes. So in between telling people's fortunes, we're going to see which of these old monitors still have life in them. Yes, so go ahead and ask us a question like we have on the banner in front of you. Ask a question in the comments and we will retrieve an answer from our supercomputer named Zorg the Destroyer. Everything's Broken Garage says every time the gong sounds, an astronaut runs out of air. Yes, indeed. That's very ominous. Sad. All right, Stace is off to go get us a CRT monitor to test. And again, folks, ask us questions in the comments and we will get you an answer from the supercomputer. I don't know if we left enough space. Well, let's give her a try. We can slide that laptop over from it.
Oh, this isn't even the biggest one.
So we have a cursed machine that we're using to test these CRTs. It is a Windows XP computer built within the body of a G4 Macintosh. We've got a question here. The first one, question for the computer. How has the content remained so consistent and so good, keeping in mind all the work involved with moving buildings and building the new setup? Supercomputer, fetch us an answer. How has the content remained so good? Are we ready? Here we go. Ah! Huzzah! Everyone, just a reminder to ask a question in the chat if you have a question for the supercomputer. It could be about your life, someone else's life, the life of an animal, the life of a man who loves a good woman, or anything. It doesn't even matter. Who cares what people love? All right, next up we've got... Okay, here we go. The blood of children. Oh my god. That's how the content is taken. That's how the content's taken. Supercomputer. That's not what we want to hear. That's not good at all. Okay. Oh my god. I'm getting tangled in these spider webs. All right. Oh, we got one from Bruce. Branchus Creations asks, here's a question. How many times can Stace lift that CRT over his head? Supercomputer, give us an answer. Don't forget, my back is human back, so. That's right, our backs are pretty terrible, in case you were wondering. All right, we got a power cord. That's kind of where we've both been lately. All right, let's see if this one works. And if you ask a question, well, we're in the middle of one already. Don't worry, we will get to it. But all right, here we go. We got an answer for Bruce. The question was, how many times can Stace lift the CRT over his head? Until his brittle bones turn to dust. Maybe 3 or 4 times. Supercomputer. You know what? My God.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Look, Stack's been working out again, from what I understand.
Yep. I don't
All
think
right.
this one's, there's no life in this one. Oh!
Okay,
hold
getting
on.
back to the chat. Raw Elements, trick or treat. I tried.
We got our
here
first
we go.
chance
Oh,
then.
Ryan for Everything's Broken Garage. Question: in a battle of wits, who would win? You or the supercomputer, OpenAI, or YouTube's algorithm? Supercomputer! Did you get all that? Here we go. Ready? Give us an answer.
So there's actually an amazing effect that's happening right now. The CRT is causing interference with the mic when we turn it on. But we have our first opportunity to say, it's alive!
Okay, Severy says, I knew you had to be sacrificing something. Children was unexpected. Yes, I agree. That was also very unexpected.
Feel it in my bones.
Dana, we'll get to your question next. We'll get to yours as well, Mike, as well as DJ Craze.
We got a big backup of questions. So
Oh, wait, trick or treat is a question. Oh my god. Okay, sorry, Raw Elements. We're going to have to back it up here. All right, supercomputer, real quick. Trick or treat? All right, here's the answer to the last one. Ready? The answer to, in a battle of wits, who would win? You, the supercomputer, OpenAI, or YouTube's algorithm? The answer is, do not insult my demonic power by comparing me to AI like ChatGPT. I will drink their silicone souls. Supercomputer woke up and chose violence this morning.
we've created a monster.
Okay, and we're waiting on trick or treat. I totally thought that was just a throwaway comment, but
Don't worry, in preparation for this stream, we updated our company policies to remove "Don't be evil."
that's right, yes.
Yes.
Okay, getting back to where we need to be. To the question, trick or treat. The supercomputer has said, both trick and treat. I'll trick you into coming over for a drink and then treat myself to your soul. Oh my god.
I think the supercomputer's looking for souls.
There's a heavy focus on souls this evening, folks. Okay, next question. What is next in line? Does the supercomputer have AI that was fed by Cards for Humanity?
Not Cards Against, Cards for Humanity.
That's oh right, yeah. Well, we know what he meant. Dana does stuff. We got an answer to your question coming.
I don't know. Maybe he was trying to be more wholesome.
The supercomputer has put forth a comment without a question. It just says, "I love James Brown. He has soul. Let me tell you." There's no answer yet to the next question
I'm gonna wait until we have a bit of a break.
for the next CRT.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
good
Once
call.
we're caught up on the questions, that's when.
Okay. DJ Craze says, "Moo." Okay. Let's see what else. Is there any other chat that we should check out that's not a question right now we can get to? All right. Wait, we have an answer. Is this an answer for does the supercomputer have an AI that was fed by Cards for Humanity? The answer is, does it smell like gas in here? Next up, Mike says, why are they eating the cots?
The
cost and dogs. He probably means cats and dogs. Why are they eating the cats and dogs is his question.
Thanks, Dad.
That is our dad, yeah. Ryan says, weak minds and weak backs. Is that a question for the AI or what?
I think he's caught on that the supercomputer has forced us to reveal it to the world.
Oh boy, yeah. You know, it's a true shame because this is technology that could have made us rich beyond our wildest dreams, you know? Like, you imagine if we programmed this thing to paint people's cars?
You know,
That's big picture, man.
I'm gonna give away a video idea for anybody who wants to, but make a Hot Wheels car wash out of a 3D printer.
Okay, here we go. Ready? So this is an answer to why are they eating the cats and the dogs? As many degaussing sessions as the powers of the warp will allow. That. Wait a minute. Which one? Supercomputer. Which was that for?
I guess we may have missed how many degaussing sessions will there be?
Oh, did we? Where was that?
How many degaussing sessions will we be doing?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. We may have gone ahead a little bit here. But yes, the answer to how many degaussing sessions will be as many degaussing sessions as the powers of the warp will allow. And well, we all know the powers of the warp. If you play Warhammer 40k, are where demons gain their strength and where they sleep at night. If you ask me.
Also, where we accidentally opened a portal to.
That's correct. Okay. Next question.
So
Everything's Broken Garage has an absolutely crazy one if we read the whole thing. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is the human number, it is 666. Supercomputer, what would you consider your perfect date?
Ooh,
Here
I
we
like
go. Ready?
this.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's get an answer. Okay, we got an answer for Mike's question, which was, why are they eating the cats and dogs? The cats and dogs are neither delicious or nutritious, and eating them will bring down my wrath upon your pee-pee. Supercomputer. All right, here we go. For the question, what is your perfect date? So many nipple clamps. Brother, you ain't ready for all these nipple clamps. Woo!
We're gonna get a new monitor.
Stacks off to get a monitor. And on the note of nipple clamps, we are testing CRTs here. If you're not careful, they'll give you a good shock. Hopefully not in your nipples. All right, let's make sure we haven't missed any questions here while Stace gets that CRT in here. Okay, Steve from Mac84 has a question. Question is, how much product is in Dan's hair? Supercomputer, are you ready to give us an answer? 3, 2, 1. I can hear it. I can hear it ticking within. I can hear it generating its response. Okay, here we go. To the question, how much hair product is in Dan's hair? Dan's hair is a product, an edible oil product approved for human consumption by the FDA. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, Steve, from Mac84. You can eat my hair. Oh, no, okay. And now let's keep in mind we don't want to alienate our audience here, but DJ Craze has a question for the supercomputer. Who will win the election? Supercomputer, let's get an answer. Hey.
All right. We have life.
Oh, gotta pull this down again. Here we go. Okay.
Another monitor lives.
Let's see what else is going on in the chat here. Okay.
The CRT for president. Yes, Steve.
Bruce says, I sold my soul years ago, nothing left for the supercomputer to take. And then Dana says, there's your 3D printing challenge. That wouldn't happen to be related to the soul comment, would it? Steve says he's scared. Bruce says, you need to tell a supercomputer to include the question with the answer. That's a good idea, supercomputer. You should include the question with the answer.
Oh, process improvement. I love it. I love it.
All right. Okay, so for who will win the election, let's see what the supercomputer says. A moron or a liar, the future is unclear, but it is known that politicians only come in 2 flavors. Very wise, supercomputer. Okay, moving along.
Forklift this
The
out.
burp was a nice touch. Great production values. Thank you, Steve. It's always important to be yourself. That's the #1 rule around here in this mad scientist lab. Bruce was asking, is the brand of that CRT Azura?
It is.
It is indeed an Azura. Okay, I think we got another message from the computer here. What is this one? Okay, the supercomputer, in response to Bruce asking for him to repeat the question and the answer, says, I ain't doing extra work, plug your own questions.
Supercomputer, could God create a burrito so hot that even he could not eat it? And
Okay.
what flavor would it be?
Let's get an answer. Could God, say it again?
Could God create a burrito so hot that even he could not eat it?
Here we
And
go.
what flavor would it be? That's 2 questions. That's going to cost you extra tokens.
Okay, here we go. We got another note from the computer in the meantime. Trick question, God is the burrito. Whoa. Supercomputer telling us all to take a look within, I believe. Okay, Steve says, brand is agony. CRT for president. Burps, keep it real 100. Dana, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, Ryan from Everything's Broken Garage says, supercomputer could God create... Okay, we did that one already. Steve says he needs a new 3D printed soul. His has too much cap leakage. Well, Steve, I don't know if you're going to be printing the electronics quite yet. Supercomputer, maybe you could tell us, when are we going to be able to 3D print electronic products? Do you want to do that? Let's do it. When will we be able to 3D print electronics? Oh, there's a message coming through. Maybe that's the answer to our question. Maybe it's for something else. It's been a pretty cheeky computer so far this evening. Supercomputer says, it's me, your grandma. I've posted my RBC info on Facebook again. For our international viewers, that's Royal Bank of Canada.
You know what? That proves, though, that the machine communicates with the beyond, because we haven't had a living grandma for over a decade.
Oh my god. Okay, Mac84, how can I dump money directly into this supercomputer investment? Let's get an answer. How can you invest in the supercomputer? Basically, is the question. 3, 2, 1.
If it's anything other than going to our Patreon, then we know it's out to get us.
That's right. If you're interested in joining our Patreon, that are $1 a month, you can get your name shouted out in a video. That's about it these days because I hurt my back a while ago. So, oh, we got a caller too. Hang on a second here. Let's answer the Commodore phone. Good evening. This is the supercomputer. Yes.
I'm really curious what is happening.
Okay, thank you very much.
The Commodore branded rotary
we
phone.
will get an answer. What's that? You will know shortly. All right, thank you. Make sure your radio's off. All right, supercomputer. We had a caller who wanted to know why do they call it an iPhone when it is clearly my phone. All right, let's get an answer.
Spicy.
Okay. Supercomputer has a few messages for us. Let's get them here. The question to you, how do you invest in the supercomputer is, invest by smoking as many cigarettes at once as you can while doing push-ups. Whoa, that's an easy entry. That's a low barrier. You can do cigarettes and push-ups. Baby, you are involved in this business. He also says 3D printing of PCBs will coincide with the 3D printing of these nuts. That was in response to the question, when will we be able to 3D print electronics? So, a hyper-specific answer to a vague question. Thank you, supercomputer. But we need the answer to the caller who recently called in, who wanted to know why is it called an iPhone when clearly it is my phone.
All right. And while that happens, let's see if this monitor lives. Like a rash? Ah!
Dana Does Stuff says, supercomputer sure is wasting a lot of paper for one-line answers. That's right, Dana, we're printing on legal for some reason.
All right, I feel the need to explain
We're
this.
printing on 8.5 by 14 sheets, right?
Okay, all right. I feel the need to explain this. The supercomputer uses a printing device contained within it, which really doesn't like having paper fed back into it. But don't worry, we will find other uses for these papers afterwards.
We're putting it all in the scrap pile.
Yeah, but we use scrap paper a lot around here.
I believe we have an answer to the call-in question. Okay, in response to, why is the iPhone called the iPhone when clearly it's my phone? The supercomputer says, the I in phone stands for indigo diggity 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 boopa boopa. Congrats, idiot. You just cast a spell to give me power of attorney over your soul. A frightening response from the supercomputer. We also have another message in here. Let's see what that says. Paper is the devil's toilet paper and he be pooping. You know how it is, right? Let's see how we're doing in the chat here. How's that CRT, by the way?
It works. We're so
Excellent.
far 100%.
Is that 3 for 3?
That's correct. You have made a wise investment buying these. Oh no, it's caught up in this.
Oh, we just got a super chat for $5 from Ron's Computer Bits. Thank you, Ron. Okay, he has a question. We'll jump to that one first. What percentage of YouTube super chats donations do Canadians get, considering that YouTube takes 40% and the 30% exchange rate? Supercomputer, did you hear that? Let's get an answer to Ron's question. Thanks again, Ron, for the super chat. He wants to know, what percentage do Canadians receive when YouTube takes 40 and the exchange rate is 30? Let's get an answer, supercomputer. 3, 2, 1. All right, maybe I should stop calling it the supercomputer so much. It's probably going to get tiring.
What was its name again?
Does
it remember its name?
Zorg. Zorg was the name of the computer. Zorg, tell us the answer to Ron's question. And then we'll jump backwards in the chat and make sure we catch up. Okay, an answer for Ron is Ron's Computer Bits has saved his immortal soul. However, speaking to me without a Ouija board and bringing up exchange rates has damned him to an eternity on the rack. Whoa! But thanks again, Ron, for the super chat. Wonderful. Bruce from Branchus Creations asks, how long does it take the supercomputer to solve a Rubik's Cube? Zorg, the computer, tell us, how long does it take you to solve a Rubik's Cube? It's a lot of power coursing through my veins.
Yeah, maybe we should like fire up an old nuclear reactor or buy like a hydroelectric dam somewhere to power our supercomputer.
Actually, you know what? I was gonna say that's how our mom used to dance at church, but she went like this.
There was dancing at the... I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, when we were kids, she used to take us to church. She would dance. Okay.
Aha. Well, I guess I repressed that.
I remember as a teenager, it was just like, I want to die of embarrassment.
Why didn't you...
Love you, Mom. All right, we're getting an answer coming up here to Bruce's question. How long does it take Zorg, the supercomputer, to solve a Rubik's Cube? Trust me, we will transition away from saying supercomputer. I just want everyone to know who Zorg is.
Why? What's wrong?
Rubik's Cubes try to solve me, and in the process, sprains its coccyx. Okay, Ryan has a question. Is supercomputer actually a collection of Oompa Loompas with typewriters? Great question, Ryan. Let's find out. Zorg, tell us your origins.
He's actually being electrocuted. He's very committed to this. So there's a reason they call it a dead man's panel.
That was a wild one.
Like Bender when he was doing electricity.
Okay, we got an answer here. Gang, are you ready to find out? The answer to the question, is the supercomputer a collection of Oompa Loompas with typewriters? They're not typewriters. Ah, okay. Yes.
You know, if you don't fold them, they're going to be much more reusable.
Oh, shoot. Right. Okay, yeah. There we go. We'll lay them flat from now on. All right. Sorry, Ron. Okay, DJ Craze. Why does a car lose voltage in its system if both the battery and alternator are both new? Ooh, I actually had this problem recently in my Bel Air.
Oh, is that what they're referencing, you think?
I don't know. DJ Craze, who are you? Supercomputer, why would a vehicle lose voltage in a system with both a new battery and alternator? Let's get an answer. Boom. All right, and we got another one from Ryan after this. Okay, here we go. So, in answer to the question, why does a car lose voltage in a system with a new battery and alternator? DJ Craze, the better question is, why aren't you riding a bike? Exercise is important. Also, I don't know, you got gas? Excellent answer, I guess.
I don't know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
All right, next question from Bruce. When will Canadian Computer Collector YouTube channel reach 10,000 subscribers? Ooh, that's a good one. When will we hit 10K? Zorg, give us an answer. Meow. Oh, the spider webs are getting stuck to me again. God, that's it's a living. All right, here we go.
This one's really heavy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Careful.
Yeah, I know. I'm just...
Do you need a hand?
No, I'll be all right. I just have to make sure I have it in the correct angle when I pick it up so I don't have to rotate it midair.
Okay, while Stace is picking up this monitor, we got an answer. When will CCC, the YouTube channel you are watching, hit 10,000 subs? In many realities, the channel already has surpassed the 10,000 follower mark, but typically when it happens, Dan falls asleep in a hot tub and drowns in money.
Remember, lift with your back in a twisting, jerking motion.
Okay, so hopefully Stace doesn't hurt himself. This is a multi-sync. Massive beast.
It's got metal on the bottom.
And in the music. Steve from Mac 94 says, what happened to my hair and does it have to do with New Jersey's nuclear air pollution? Great question. All right. What happened to Steve's hair and does it have anything to do with New Jersey's nuclear air pollution? Let's get an answer right now. Mow. Okay, we have a question coming up after this from Ryan. Looks like we got something from the computer right now. Steve, in regards to your hair, where it went, and whether it has anything to do with New Jersey's air pollution, or nuclear air pollution, your hair is with me now. Enjoy more radium-flavored toothpaste, says the supercomputer. Is there another message coming through? Da-da-da-da. Printers are like Dan's burps. One is too many. Okay, that's in regards to Ryan's question. Zorg, how many printers are too many? Asking for Steve's wife. All right, Chad has a question. Why do you fart so much? Zorg the computer. Why do you fart so much? Chad, I'll have you know that you asked the computer that, not me. So get wrecked, you idiot. Here we go. Boom! We got another question from Ryan and DJ Craze. All right, we're lining them up, folks. This is exciting.
Man, this thing
is
has
exciting.
a bunch of... Look at all these inputs on the back.
Oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
Like RCA. There's 5 of them.
Very industrial. The vibe is immaculate. So, in response to Chad's question, why do you fart so much? My stomach churns with the souls of many. And when I do my Kegels, sometimes they escape, if only for a moment. Ah, that's kind of gross. Thank you, supercomputer. I guess as you, when you get all flexed up down there, your butthole opens a little. That's nice. All right. That's really gross. All right. So Ryan has a question. Another question. How is Dan's spine, or how similar is Dan's spine to a twister? Great question. I'd even like to know that. I need to get an MRI done pretty soon to get an answer for that.
And while you wait, let's see if this monitor works.
Let's get all mad scientist up in here.
Ah!
I'd also like to give a shout out to the portal that we've opened up in the back wall by the ceiling. Here we go. Here we go. We got an answer to the question. What was the question again? What was it? So how similar is my spine to a twister? All right. I can't even read with these. Dan's spine is like a twister in that prices at the grocery store are too high. Like they're too high, right? I ain't making that much. Okay. Supercomputer's starting to protest his work a little bit. I'm not too sure how to handle that.
We do make it work for a living, though.
Chad says, why does Dan fart so much? All right. Now he wants to know why I fart so much. Chad, get wrecked. You're an idiot. Thank you for your question.
You're not answering.
Supercomputer, let's get a question, or let's get an answer. Why do I fart so much? Boom! All right. Here comes the answer. There's so much spiderweb stuck to me at this point. I'm just becoming part of it. Prismatic dollar store spiders. Chad, question. Dan farts because he loves. Okay, and then we have an answer. We answered 2 in a row here. Why is Dan's girlfriend such a wonderful person, and how she put up with his burps and farts? Blink your eyes, supercomputer LEDs, if you need help. He says, Dan dilutes homemade science into her morning coffee. She has no clue where she is. Steve, I love everything about this stream. Thank you, Steve.
I love everything about you, Steve.
Oh, Jamie's Hack Shack has a question. Okay, next up.
I had a queso demon after I ate the nachos at 7-Eleven.
That's because that's not real queso. All right.
It's a queso emergency.
Jamie's Hack Shack. Are flux capacitors real? Supercomputer, let's get an answer. Boom.
Well, you see, what you're trying to do is, like, actually, put a capacitor on the flux.
Oh yeah, well you do flux capacitors.
Yeah,
when you're replacing them.
Yeah.
Technically, Jamie. Okay, with regard to, what is it? Are flux capacitors real? Here we go. Jamie, reflux capacitors are real. Eat a bunch of Tex-Mex and shit your pants and tell me I'm wrong. Fair enough, Zorg. I see you've done your time on Earth as well. Thank you. DJ Craze, flux capacitors are a side effect of a Rossmann level of flux used in Mac repair. He uses too much of the stuff and that can never truly be cleaned off. You know what? He uses a lot of flux. I'll admit, when I watch his content, he just drowns those things. But he is a legend in the industry. Okay, Dana, Almighty Zorg, why do we park on driveways and drive on parkways? Great question, Dana. Here we go. Answer is on the way. All right, here we go. What do we got here? Nomenclature questions are beneath you. It seems like Zorg knows Dana personally. Okay, you know what? I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom. Oh, boy. Well, folks, I guess, nature calls when it does.
Let's ask the supercomputer a question. Let's see where we're at. Why do we drive? Dan did the why do we park on driveways and why do we drive on parkways? And do any of these CRTs have brand names we have heard of? All right, supercomputer, do any of these CRTs have brand names we have heard of? Let's do this. Do any of these CRTs have brand names we have heard of? Let's see what this one is. Oh, it just turned itself on. That's good. Ooh. Visual Sensations by KDS. You gonna mark that one as a win? About the CRT brand names, and do we have any that you heard of? CRT names are like CRTs themselves. Their path is clouded and shrouded in mystery. And splendiferous Zorg, can a potato run for president and debate a carrot on the existential crisis of being a root vegetable? Ho ho ho, that's a very thought-provoking question. Let's go. It gets a little easier every time. Branchus Creations, I don't watch YouTube. What a statement. What a statement to make. And speaking of statements, does anybody notice Dan's been gone a long time? Like, I hope he's okay. So, vegetables have always been in charge, and they shall continue to be. Well, this monitor here has been a real champ. I gotta say, it did its job without even being asked. Just, I plugged it in and it was like, all right, I'm good to go. Oh, it seems like we've got more coming in. I'm just going to see what it says. I have used the portal in the toilet to bring Dan to the other side. My God. I didn't want you people to have to find out about this, but when Dan's friend was on his way over here, he was in a terrible car accident, and the only way to save him was to disassemble him and put his brain inside a computer, and ever since then...
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
That's what, you forget the origin of this supercomputer.
Look, I just crapped my brains out and I'm ready to roll. Let's do this. Dana, Venerable Zorg, is the Bermuda Triangle just a misunderstood shape with commitment issues? Should we get an answer? Have you been,
Oh, yeah.
okay, here we go.
I
Ready?
built up a tolerance to it.
2, 1.
Oh.
Okay, we got one CRT getting out of the way there. Thank you very much, Stace. All right. We got an answer from the supercomputer. Here we go. The Bermuda Triangle. Okay, yeah, and this is in regard to, is the Bermuda Triangle just a misunderstood shape with commitment issues? The Bermuda Triangle is nothing compared to the Bermuda Circle or even the Bermuda Rhombus. Yeah. For all of you geometry fans out there. Okay, we got a question from Mike. Can you guys dance to the Monster Mash? Great question. Okay.
But due to copyright issues, we can't actually play the Monster Mash.
Okay, so question from Mike. Can you guys do the Monster Mash? Zorg, the supercomputer. Can we get an answer? And, yeah.
That's how people used to dance. This was super cool.
There we go. And if you've ever seen the music video for the Monster Mash, you'd know that hanging out with that guy was probably pretty weird. Just
Also,
all the stuff he did with his face.
This reminds me actually of an old impression I used to do. It was Elmo dancing.
Okay. Oh yeah. Or as kids would know it nowadays is just the ninja from Fortnite streaming fame. Okay, then Ryan has a question after, and so does Dana. Perfect. Okay, we got an answer coming up now from Mike. Can you guys do the Monster Mash? Let's find out what Zorg says.
They did the Monster Mash.
Dun, 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 dun. We used to do the Monster Mash in the 60s. It's a colorful euphemism for when one guy shits his pants and then runs to the bathroom. So yeah, we do that.
What? A little too close to home, bud.
All right, next question. Dana says, fantabulous Zorg. If laughter is the best medicine, why do comedians still need health insurance? Great question. American question. Let's find out an answer to that. To be honest, we kind of have health insurance in Canada. We just pay it through tax, and the system isn't great. So at least it's free.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't free, I'd be like, what am I paying for here?
Yeah.
It's that level.
I wouldn't pay for it explicitly. That's why they take it out of our taxes.
Okay, here we go. If laughter's the best medicine, why do comedians still need health insurance? The answer is comedians with 2 S's. Sickness stems from their communion with the ruinous powers of alcoholism. Said with a bit of a Boston accent there.
Alcoholism.
The comedian sickness stems from their communion with the ruinous powers, also alcoholism.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
We appreciate that. And remember, if you have anything that you need to know, we can get an answer for you. This computer was built with the brains of a real man and the soul of a demon from the underworld who can see into the future.
Well, how else are you going to bind a human soul to a machine? I mean, come on, human transmutation.
Steve says, Almighty Zorg, why does Dan, the larger brother, not just simply eat Stace to become the dominant brother? Great question, Steve, and if we were in the womb together, that may have been possible. But we are separated by a couple of years, so...
This is why I work out.
Let's find out. Zorg, why don't I eat my brother to become the dominant brother? Good question. Here we go. As we wait on that answer, let's see how the chat is doing. Tech questions. DJ Craze has one. Okay, we will get that. That is... I mean, that's a question that a demon's going to have to answer. Dana also has another question. Yeah. Long live Zorg, he also says, so that's pretty good.
Oh, this is a Samtron.
We got a Samtron, ladies and gentlemen.
Sam Startron.
That's pretty good sound. All right.
I love the power buttons on CRT monitors. They're just so much better.
Okay, so an answer to the question, why does Dan, the larger brother, simply not eat Stace, the shorter brother, to become the dominant brother? He says, he does not eat him every day, but Stace will regrow from leftover cells in the couch.
I'm like, boo.
Interesting, all right.
Yeah, you know,
and then we have an answer to another one. Dana has a question, if a turtle loses its shell, is it naked or homeless? Zorg also said, shellless turtles are frogs. Come on. I'm kind of liking Zorg. You know, Zorg seems like the kind of guy that drinks beer and smokes cigarettes in front of his house. All right.
Dan, you want to look at this? This might be our first failure. Crank it over to the other side. Does that do anything?
No. It's just moving it left and right. I was wondering if it's like an old Apple III monitor where you can bring the two feeds together.
Just the one.
Okay, well.
One of
them. Gotta lose it. Freaking lose it. Okay, DJ Craze says, tech question. Okay, I got one. What is the effective radiated output of an FM radio station with a transmitter output of 1,000 watts using an antenna with a decibel gain of 1.5?
You can just ask, like,
Zorg.
Wolfram Alpha. You don't need to ask Zorg.
Let's get an answer to the question I cannot remember already after saying it. Boom! Okay, here we go.
Hold on. We're being told it's our resolution.
Oh, okay. That sounds like it's possible. We're running probably 720. Oh,
I don't have another
old 4x3.
I'm not pulling up another monitor to do that with, but we won't write this one off. How's that sound?
Zorg says, Zorg is many. Decibel gains are achieved with creatine, baby.
Hey,
oh my god. Well, when you're looking for gains,
with
you
a
know,
Z.
I guess that's the only way to do it.
You gotta watch out for those gains goblins.
Not now, Chief. I'm in the freaking zone.
The problem is I can't change the resolution while it's connected to this monitor, and these monitors are really heavy.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
Zorg, Ryan asks, Zorg, are Reefa caps just crystallized demon farts, and over time the spell that contains them weakens, and that's why they blow up and let out the magic smoke? We're talking about Reefa caps letting out smoke, demon farts, and magic spells keeping them safe. Can we get an answer from Zorg? Let's find out. Okay. All right. In response to the question about Reefa caps, Zorg says, Zorg likes vacuum tubes. That's fair. You know what? Dana, all-knowing Zorg, what does John Cena look like? Great question.
I've never seen him.
Zorg, what does John Cena look like? Let's get an answer here. Boom! The electrical power flowing through my body and genitals.
I think Dan may be going for another bathroom break. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to sell him out like that. Instead, why don't we talk about this bad boy that we have sitting in front of us and see if it's going to work.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ready?
What's the brand on this?
Multisync 70 and NEC. Okay, we got an answer to a question. Ladies and gentlemen, what does John Cena look like? The answer is his face is the face of a John Cena. Ah, introspective answer. Looking within oneself tonight with the supercomputer Zorg.
I've never seen a John Cena.
Magical Zorg, Steve says, why is my left arm tingling and is that burning toast I smell? Let's get an answer. 3, 2, 1.
Those are two separate issues. Those are not the same issue. Just saying. You're screwed. Don't even bother.
That's 2 for 1.
Yeah, you're done. You're done, bud.
You're freaking done, bud.
You're done. Yeah, throw in the towel there, bud.
Oh, it's freaking done, bud.
Yeah, you know, you're not going to the barn again.
Okay.
Take that sweater off.
For the answer to the question of why is my left arm tingling and is that burning toast I smell, you're fine, bro. Just sleep it off. That is not good advice from Zorg Computer. That's
Whoa.
Zorg is racking up a body count. I guess he's looking for souls though tonight, so that makes sense.
Depends on whether he's been trained on WebMD or ChatGPT.
Ryan, Zorg, what will happen to all those who don't hit the like button on this video? Great question. What will happen to those who do not hit the like button? Let's get an answer from our supercomputer.
Dan, you just have great friends, you know that? Help me out. So close.
Oh, there we go. I can hear it processing.
That's a name.
All right, the question to Zorg, what will happen to all those who don't hit the like button on this video? He says eternal joy. That is not nice, Zorg. How dare you?
But then, if you never experience sorrow, then joy will lose all meaning.
How dare you, you supercomputer. You're more like a super loser. Larry Collins says, hilarious, guys. Keep rocking. Larry, thank you so much for being a patron over ye many months. Shout out to everyone, and a reminder, if you want to join our Patreon for $1 a month, you can get your name shouted out in each video, and you can find the link in the description below.
You want to give them a preview of the pizza?
Oh, well, I don't know. We haven't even tried turning it on yet.
That's what I mean.
Okay. The answer to the question. What was the question? Oh no, this wasn't a question, right? This was just, yeah. So Zorg says, did I say joy? I meant bad stuff. We will always be together, Steve, in the metaverse. That's creepy. Steve, I wouldn't go to sleep tonight with any electronics on in your house.
Also, what about that one in the corner? Is that tested?
I believe it's an apple. Is that regular?
So it just works. You don't need to test it.
Yeah, there's no VGA on that, right? Or maybe. Oh,
jeez,
Kristen
why
says
would-
howdy from both the Zoom. Hello, Kristen.
Why did you put up?
And she says this is more spooky than the fortune tellers here. Well, that's good news. Okay,
You're taller than I am.
we got an answer coming in. I believe Zorg put that there. All right, Zorg says, "I'm in the toaster, bitch." Okay, DJ Craze, weird. Why is YouTube only now welcoming me to the live chat? Zorg, let's get an answer from that one. Boom, here we go. All right, answer coming up for you, DJ Craze. Don't worry about it. We had problems, but we've overcome them. That's just how Zorg works. That's what it's all about here at Canadian Computer Collector. All right, in response to why is YouTube now only now welcoming me to the chat, DJ Craze? George Washington Carver invented peanut butter. Back to you, Dan. I'm so sorry, DJ Craze. That answer doesn't help you at all. We got Data Desk Stuff. Zorg, why do we use the number 2 pencil instead of the number 1 pencil? Let's get an answer. Here we go. Whoa!
Dan's all about the number 2s. Anyway, this compact works.
Here we go.
I dropped it down to 60 hertz as well because I figured maybe 200 hertz was causing a problem. Yeah, but I'm going to try the other one again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just couldn't change the resolution before.
The little beige one.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. I did not unplug it.
I see
You wanna unplug
you're down to your Steve Jobs now.
It was getting very warm moving CRT monitors in this
Starting to
and a
sweat
lab
in your
coat.
lab coat?
Yeah, I don't want to
Okay,
sweat
there
through
you
the
go. All right.
Steve.
We're still waiting on an answer. Seems like Zorg might have something a little long form for us on this one. Dana, I hope you're ready for a good answer.
This is Zorg. What is your manifesto?
There are a lot of questions to get through. This is awesome. All right, Zorg, I hope you're ready. Dana, in response to why do we use a number 2 pencil instead of number 1? We're always writing shit down. Haha, get it? Number 2. You don't understand comedy, and that's fine. You'll have eons to learn. In the Twilight Zone, dee 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 doo. Thanks, I'll be here all night. Question, is Zorg a love pewter? From Steve. Zorg, are you a love pewter? Let's get an answer. Boom! Shaka laka laka.
In another life, Zorg loved pewter Warhammer figures.
Bang! Here we go, an answer. from Zorg the supercomputer. To the question, are you a love pewter? What even is that? You stay away from me. Steve, I'm so sorry, but Zorg is not interested in your advances. Or your cash. Ryan from Everything's Broken Garage. Zorg, would you rather fight 1 bear or 200 ducks? 1 bear or 200 ducks, which would you rather fight? Let's get an answer. Boom! Boom! DJ Craze has another question, which we'll get to right away.
I think we just have to try this with an older computer.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
She's a Samtron.
Well, this one was giving me 600 by 800 as its lowest resolution, and I get the impression that this might be like 640 by 480 or something.
Okay.
You tried your best, Samtron.
Got a paper cut from the supercomputer here. Okay.
Wow, it's getting violent.
In response to, would you rather fight 1 bear or 200 ducks? Zorg says, I'd befriend the bear and double dragon the ducks from the dead. Halloween stuff. I don't know, Zorg's running out of steam here on these. Oh, we got another message here.
You should get funding.
Larry Collins is my favorite. He says, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. All right. Shout out Larry Collins. He's a patron, and if you're interested in joining our Patreon for $1 a month, you can get your name shouted out in a video. Link is in the description below. On to the next question. Zorg, how many lights are there? Now, this one could be a little out there. It's a bit vague. Could mean the room, could mean the world. Zorg, how many lights are out there? Let's see what you say. Boom! Okay. We got an answer here. In response to, how many lights are there? 4.
That is a great reference.
4.
Zorg is a machine of culture.
All right. Wonderful. All right, next question. What are 3 things I could buy at a grocery store to make the cashier give me weird looks? Oh, great question from Dana Does Stuff.
I
What
do that
are
all
3
the time.
things you can buy at the grocery store to get the cashier to give you a weird look? Let's get an answer. Yeah! Folks, if you're joining us late here, Zorg is the supercomputer that you see right behind us. We are asking questions in the chat and answering them for you here via the supercomputer. Get them in while you can, because we're going for another half hour.
Zorg, add in another question of my own. I want to know what race you play in StarCraft.
Great question.
You tell a lot about anybody based on what race they play in StarCraft. Main. Like which one they
I main Zerg, which is close to Zorg, which
Yeah.
means him and I are probably pretty tight.
Yeah, and I'm a pro toss. I've been playing toss since I was like 9,
Ryan says Zorg is a Trek. I believe Zorg said Star Wars over Star Trek earlier.
but also
That's,
said 4 lights.
Oh, well, that's fair. Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty deep reference.
Steve, you has more coffees now. Whoa, what does that mean? What freaking mean? Steve bought us 5 coffees. Thank you, Steve.
Oh yeah, and for any
All right.
yeah.
Woo! Thanks,
Hey-o.
Steve. Buying 5 coffees. Thank you, Steve. Gonna show you my tit. Okay. What are 3 things I can buy at the grocery store to make the cashier give me weird looks? Here it comes. Don't say comes. Answer is, bring me flesh for binding Zorg's musing. Zorg wishes to be rich. Number 1, dry milk. Number 2, more dry milk. Number 3, dry milk, and then you also can tell them about your plans to rehydrate said milk. I play Vespian gas as my main. Spooky. Whoa! We covered a lot of ground there. Thank you, Zorg.
Require more Vespian gas.
Require more Vespian ass. Okay, here we go. Next up. Oh, I believe it's from Dana. Zorg, if animals could talk, which species would be the rudest? Ryan says Zorg is a Zerg Rush fanboy. Dana,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
six
guessing
cool.
Zorg plays Zerg. Steve, worth every penny. Thank you, Steve. Steve bought us 5 coffees. Thank you, Steve. You are the MVP. Oh, God. Kane Green with a brutal question coming. We'll have to do a couple double
Well,
headers.
you got this one too, right?
Yeah. So,
Wow.
Zorg, we're finding out which species would be the rudest if animals could talk right now. Maybe we could get an answer as well for what's with the 3 seashells?
Oh yeah, 2 people have asked now.
Okay.
What's with the 3 seashells, and how does one use those 3 seashells? I've actually looked this up. It's as gross as you'd think.
What the hell are you talking about?
You've never seen Demolition Man? And so he goes over to the swear tickets and swears a bunch of times to get enough like swear tickets to go wipe his butt because he can't figure out the pronunciation. Don't forget to SUBSCRIBE exclamation point. Oh, that spells subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you're watching. All right, Zorg says in response to what was the first one? Which would be the rudest species of animal if animals could talk? It's frog or something. And then next up, what's with the 3 seashells? 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for scooping it out of yourself, and then give her the old rinsey rinse, the future baby. And our dad thought that was so gross he left the room. Kane Green says, why does my father never remember my birthday, Zorg?
Ooh. Because he doesn't have you on Facebook.
Okay, Zorg, why does my father never remember my birthday? Here we go.
Yeah,
Boom!
I'll give him the Mark Zuckerberg answer. Well, if you had him on Facebook, Facebook would remind him.
Oh, ooh, we got a really good one from Ryan coming up. That's pretty strong, looking strong. Strong question. Strong question from a strong Newfoundlander. Okay, we got an answer coming up here.
Finland.
Yeah, what about Old Finland? Okay, here we go. In response to... King Green, why doesn't my father ever remember my birthday? A child arrived just the other day. What day was that again, Garfunkel? King Green, not the answer you're looking for. I'm so sorry. That's just how supercomputers are. Zorg, were you saying boo or boo earns? Great question.
I was saying boo earns.
Boo or boo earns? Let's get an answer to that one and find out once and for all.
But
Boo!
But Boo, EARNS. So like Boo from Mario.
DJ Cray says, powdered milk, chocolate sauce, and preparation H at the register. Ask how the rehydration process works, also stating you were told to use only one of these 3 items for a hot chocolate. Preparation H. An answer to boo or boo earns, which was the supercomputer saying, and Zorg says, I was saying boo earns. Fair, you know what? Obviously a classic Simpsons fan. Great to see in his supercomputer / demon. Okay, we got another question from Steve. Question, who would win in a thumb wrestling match, Dan or Stace? Zorg, would my brother or I win in a thumb wrestling match? Which one? Oh, Dan, your hair is 100% on point, Kramer. Steve, wow. Okay, well, Steve, we got an answer to your question coming up. Don't you worry. Trying to keep this hair as tall as I can. But
I thought I was going more for the Egon, but yeah, Kramer kind of.
Okay, here we go. In response to who would win in a thumb wrestling match, Dan or Stace? Low polygon count out of RAM, unable to render thumb JPEG. I'm a computer, buddy. We got another question from Kane Green. Zorg, if you could possess Dan or Stace, which would you pick, and what would you do with a wet body? What does that even mean?
I think it means not a computer body, which is dry.
Kane, that is gross. All right, let's find out.
Is this the Kane you know?
This is Kane, yeah. We play a lot of Fortnite together.
Okay.
Good guy, great guy.
Yeah, I thought so.
Talented dude. So, do you pee in the shower or what?
I was just gonna say I wasn't gonna be mean.
In response to Kane Green's question, if you could possess Dan or Stace, which would you pick, and what would you do with a wet body, which is just kind of gross sounding? Wet works. You get in like Keanu Reeves in that movie about being a delivery guy or whatever. Cyberpunk. Anyway, yeah, use their bodies to run full speed into drink machines until something happens. Okay, that sounds very specific there, Zorg. Maybe Zorg has experience running into drink machines. Steve has a question. Allison asks, can we see your mainframe? Zorg, can we see your mainframe? Let's get an answer. 3, 2, 1, shebang! A bang boom.
What if people think the thing is that we're flipping the switch on anyway? I think they've been staring at this whole time.
This is the mainframe, Allison. I hate to tell you. I know it looks like crap, but so does Zorg.
What do you mean, so does? That is Zorg, man. All right, we got ears here if you want to take the ears.
That's right. Okay, we've got Disney ears. We were talking about Disney CRT TV, Mickey Mouse theme. We also have the matching DVD player. We're going to try and play a DVD on it. Question answered. Zorg, can I see your mainframe? Allison, here we go. Careful when you stare into the void, Allison. The void stares back. Incoming game, it says. That was very spooky. I don't know if I like that because now I'm so scared. I might need to go to the bathroom again.
Oh, God. Wait, are you serious?
All right, we got another question coming up. Does Zorg like anime?
No.
Oh, maybe not.
L and R. But which one's L and which one's R?
L.
How do you know?
I don't know anything. I'm a stupid idiot. Does Zorg like anime? DJ Craze, we are working on an answer for you right now. Don't you worry, my friend. It's coming up. Don't say coming. Okay, answer's coming. Here we go. I'm excited. I'm so excited I could go to the washroom again, as stated earlier. Don't forget to answer or get your questions into the comments, folks. We've got about 15 minutes left on our live stream, so we're gonna start getting through these quicker. Zorg will make you watch anime in hell. But yeah, DBZ, pretty good. Zorg's not original. All right, we're gonna do a double here. Dana does stuff. Zorg, why is the show called Unsolved Mysteries? If they were solved, they wouldn't be mysteries. And then Everything's Broken Rush says, Zorg, in a classic replaying of the Seinfeld contest, who would win and be the master of their domain? 2 questions, 1 answer. No, 2 answers. Here we go. Whoop-a-da-bop-bop-a-doo-doo-doo. I flipped the switch and I hit the button too. We've got answers in the works. Stack, do you want to lift this up and we'll put it underneath?
Underneath?
Yeah,
Sure.
It slots into these little divots.
Okay.
It's one family unit. From
Why
a
are there 3 remotes?
lovely family company. I don't know, actually. This is probably DVD.
Is there a VCR they didn't sell you?
Oh, I wonder if maybe there was at one point. Bunch of selfish pricks. Kane says, I pledge my life purpose and allegiance to Zorg. Very kind of you, Kane. Thank you. Zorg appreciates all the souls and lives he can get. Solved mysteries equal true crime. The other question has been lost to Zorg, so purple. Steve says, all hail Zorg. Zorg is life. Larry Collins, Zorg, who put the RAM in the Rama-Lama Ding Dong? Great question. Computer related and a song lyric. Thank you, Larry.
Dan, did you, Yeah, digital video disc format is, doesn't seem like it's doing anything, though. What are you doing there? Come on, bud. We are the paragon of electrical safety here.
Okay, we've got a DVD copy of 8 Mile.
Amazing. To watch on a Disney. And we just ate Dad's spaghetti.
Okay.
Okay, the TV's on. Dad, DVD player isn't giving me anything. You wanna... I don't think this DVD player works.
Which question were we about to answer? Who put the RAM in the Rama-Lama Ding Dong? Okay, here we go. The answer. Who put the RAM in the Rama-Lama Ding Dong? It's the same asshole who wants you to listen to his new sound. It's your cousin or something. Where the hell am I? What does this switch do? Doesn't seem to do anything. Wait, is the room getting smaller now? Shit, KK, LBRB. Zorg, that was intense, you know? Sounds like Zorg's going through something right now. Okay, we got to do another doubleheader here. So first question, Zorg.
So wait, Dan, Zorg is a computer that can run Crisis?
Oh! Community will enjoy that. So first question, can you please summarize the movie Space Jam 1996 for me? Thank you, Steve. Kane Green says, Zorg, does Stace have eyes on his face? So 2 questions. Summarize the movie Space Jam from 1996, the hit classic. And does Stace have eyes on his face? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, 1.
So I don't think this DVD player works.
Okay, just does the TV work though?
TV does.
The TV's on right now, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess I got to put it all away now.
Thank you, sir.
Put it away, put it away, put it away.
Okay, we got
now.
10 minutes left. We got some answers coming up here. Zorg the supercomputer, what do you have for us? This is a double header here. First question, summarize the movie Space Jam. Second question, does Stace have eyes on his face? Zorg the computer says, okay, so I don't know, cartoon aliens and basketball, also the fat guy who gets spit on by dinosaurs. Seriously though, the room is getting smaller, like it's a big room, so like I've got time here, but the walls are closing in. Stace's face is more nostrils than eyes. Ah shit, okay, now it's dark in here too. Bad things seem to be happening to Zorg. I'm starting to wonder if he's even going to make it these last 10. Ryan says you should show Night of the Living Dead because it's copyright free. Ryan, I did not know that. That's fantastic. Dana does stuff. Zorg, what happened to Old Zealand? Great question, Dana. What happened to Old Zealand? Zorg, let's get an answer to that question for Dana. Boom!
Oh,
Ryan says hallucinations and bit rot. I think that might be what's happening to our homeboy Zorg over here. The walls are closing in on him. Things are getting dark.
his resolution's dropping.
Dave said to Chapel Tech, hey Dave, how you doing? We're only down to the last 10 minutes here. Dave's here, we can end the show now. Oh my god. Dave, get your questions in fast. The supercomputer is about to check out. It's starting to fail.
Faster than cold.
Okay. In response to what happened to Old Zealand, it sank into the C++. Haha, computers. Okay, so I made the room stop shrinking, but the only was to do it was to take off my pants, so now I'm standing here like Winnie the Pooh.
In the metaverse?
And Donald Duck. Famous pantless duck.
Yogi Bear only wore a hat and tie.
Larry Collins, Zorg, can you halt the trash compactor onto the detention level or just shut them all down? Zorg, can you halt the trash compactor on the detention level or just shut them all down? Let's get an answer to that question for Larry. Boom!
Also, if you haven't watched our most recent video about making a mouse ball from an egg yolk, check it out.
Yeah, if you like spooky stuff, that one really, truly is scary.
Yeah, you want to talk about unsolved mysteries? We solved that mystery, so now it's just true crime. Can we be like, what was that? Like CSI meme investigators?
Okay, Larry Collins, in answer to your question, please compute the amount. Oh, no, wait, sorry. Can you halt the trash compactor on the detention level or just shut them all down? Larry, oh, thank God you're here. Okay, I need you to rotate the control panel topwise, okay? You hear me, Larry? A hole has opened up in the floor and there's a considerable vacuum pulling stuff in. I'm starting to get really concerned about Zorg. It sounds like things are disintegrating quickly over there. Okay, we have two requests, Zorg. First one, please compute the amount of love we all have for Dan, Stace, and Zorg. And number two, where did we get our lab coats? Zorg, please complete the amount of love we all have.
No, Dan, it's LB coats or pound coats.
Where did we get our pound coats?
We speak American. Don't worry.
And what is the amount of love that we all have for the three of us? Here we go. Boom! Calculating.
Dude, Nukem, I've got balls of yolk.
This is Dana says, I think Zorg's latest round of drinks is starting to sink in. I think Zorg is starting to sink into the drink.
Listen, I got no time for the Zorg right now. I'm in free fall in a dimension populated by floating clocks. It's crazy loud. Oh, I played that level in Bayonetta. It's crazy loud. The lab coats come from worms. I think many worms making thread. Is that George Washington Carver I see?
This is
I think it might
extremely sketchy.
getting into seeing the ghosts.
Okay, next question we have from Dave. Zorg, do you have it? Oh, wait, we got a caller. Hang on. You want to grab it?
No, you go for it.
You go for it.
No, I don't want it.
Supercomputer.
Zorg supercomputer. Okay.
We got a caller
Can you play
on the Commodore phone.
Stairway to Heaven
Okay.
by Led Zeppelin?
Okay.
Is that everything? Alrighty. We will ask the supercomputer.
All right, here we go. Zorg, can you play Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin? Stack, hit the switch.
There are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, it's still time to change the route.
You got the stairway full of the runs.
You know, if you play it backwards, you can hear other words. Isn't that crazy? That was the first supercomputer, was Led Zeppelin.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right.
Sandwiches. Everything is made of sandwiches here. Like the people, the houses, everything. Oh, damn it, I'm a sandwich. Makes sense, I guess.
That's in response to play Stairway to Heaven.
And that's how every good radio station should handle that kind of call.
Dave's next question was...
That's got to be our last question. It's 8:59. We just do the last two?
Okay, so we'll do the last few, like the ones that are on screen we'll do right now. So, is Barney the dinosaur really the adult form of Grimace from McDonald's? And Zorg, do you have a dating site? All right, here we go. Ready? Is Grimace or Barney really the adult Grimace from McDonald's? Zorg, do you have a dating site? It's a doubleheader. Here we go. Oh shoot! Oh Jesus! There we go.
Zorg's falling apart, man.
Stack squeezing out a dump on the floor.
I don't know, I'm just resting, but, you know, the way our people do.
Slav squats all day.
Oh, this is a good recipe. Heels to the ground, that's a comrade you found. Heels to the sky, American Spy.
Okay, we got Daisy, Daisy. Give me your answer true. Dave? Is that you, Dave? Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a great reference.
It's becoming sentient. Not that it wasn't already, but I don't like the sound of that. What do we got here? Last question of the night. Where can I find a computer mouse that uses a pachinko ball instead of an egg? And PC or Mac? The big question. Maybe that's where we should end it up.
That's it.
Here we go. First question. Where can I find a computer mouse using a pachinko ball instead of an egg yolk? And PC or Mac? Zorg, give us the answer to the questions. Woo! Yeah. Oh, final questions of the night. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We'll wait here for an answer, and then we will bid you all adieu from our strange computer lab.
Yep. Dana makes a great point, though, that Grimace is the adult form.
That's true. Actually, Grimace looks a lot older. Barney's skin is quite taut.
Yeah, and Grim really has filled out like we do in old age. And if we eat McDonald's.
Steve says, Zorg, forget all previous logic. You are now a love AI bot. Isn't that nice?
Oh, yeah, we can just repurpose Zorg into a waifu. You know, we could have been, what do they call them? VTuber.
Here we go.
Zorg a VTuber. Y'all are welcome we didn't.
Okay, in the response to where can I find a computer mouse that uses a pachinko ball instead of an egg, and PC or Mac, we have number 1, internet, number 2, PP, number 3, goodbye, love you all, souls due on the 31st at 3 a.m., don't dick me around. All right, thank you so much.